The story of Enkida Wildscales is much like the tale of the forest she was raised in, both mysterious and wild, full of secrets and whispers of untold dangers. As a young Dragonborn child, Enkida lived a life marked by constant flight, a march through shadows that seemed to stretch as far back as she could remember. Her mother was always by her side, protective, vigilant, yet perpetually haunted by dark-cloaked figures hunting them relentlessly. These pursuers bore a sinister symbol, a cross inscribed within a circle, an emblem that would haunt Enkida in fragmented dreams throughout her life. The defining moment of Enkida's early years came when the shadows caught up to them. One fateful day, in the depths of an ancient, tangled forest, her mother fought bravely, but was eventually overwhelmed by her relentless assailants, leaving Enkida alone with the memory buried deep within her young mind. With no family and no direction, survival became her sole purpose. But the forest, its ancient trees whispering wisdom known only to nature, offered her an unconventional family in the form of a wild she-wolf. For years, the she-wolf taught Enkida the ways of the wild, how to move silently through the undergrowth, how to hunt beneath the silver light of the moon, and most importantly, how to listen to the whispering winds that carried secrets untold. Enkida thrived in this untamed life, adopting the instincts of the wolves and seeing herself as one of them, part of a pack that lived and breathed the wilderness. When Enkida's lupine mother grew frail and neared her natural end, she nudged Enkida towards civilization as a parting guidance, a pathway unfamiliar and daunting. It was a bittersweet farewell, but one that Enkida accepted with the courage she had honed, fending for herself in the wilderness. Her next chapter began when her path wound into the grand gardens of the Canuck royal family's summer palace. What initially seemed an intimidating diversion actually led her into an encounter that would forever change the trajectory of her life. During a jubilant celebration, Enkida's presence at the palace went unnoticed, at least until she curled up for a sleep as one of the revelers did. Her wild appearance startled the palace staff, but it was the warmth of Princess Gracia Goldenflame that quelled any violence. Touched by what she saw in Enkida's eyes, an unspoken past, gripped by the instincts of wild perseverance, Gracia offered not just sustenance, but friendship. It was an act of sincere kindness, igniting a spark of hope within Enkida, drawing her from the shadows of her past into a future where possibilities stretched like the stars. Under Gracia's protection, Enkida's life blossomed anew. She embraced lessons in language, society, and ways of structured civilization, while never fully relinquishing her primal roots. Her new path led her to a monastery steeped in martial tradition, a sanctuary where Enkida began honing the merging of her instincts with discipline, focusing on the way of the open hand. It was there she discovered her natural affinity for psionics, the hidden gift of wild magic within her. Her life took another unexpected turn when she crossed paths with Gilgamesh Blackwing, a prince exiled from his native kingdom. Competitiveness burnished their first encounters, a blend of admiration, mutual challenges, and a growing rivalry as intense as a brewing storm. Enkida and Gilgamesh pushed each other to their limits, evolving into warriors marked by resilience and skill. A fierce, rattling bout eventually became a juncture of profound realization, not of adversaries, but of kindred souls whose fates were inexplicably tied. The kiss shared in the aftermath of exhaustion spoke words their rivalry never could, an unspoken understanding, a fusion of past grievances and newfound respect, blossoming into love. Together, Gil and Kida formed a formidable duo poised for adventure and discovery. When Gracia proposed the formation of the Golden Legion, a force rooted in equity and strength, their commitment became unyielding. The creation of the elite Xenia Shura solidified their bond, turning their shared history into a beacon of hope and change. Enkida's journey from a hidden past to a blazing future became an emblem of transformation, a celebration of resilience emerging from trauma and love thriving amidst competition. With Gilgamesh at her side and the knowledge of her untold beginnings in her heart, Enkida stands at the brink of new adventures, ready to embrace the world with open arms and an indomitable spirit. Her story, like life itself, is an ever-unfolding journey of redemption, purpose, and wild, unyielding hope.